Happy day, friends! It's Chelsea from HeyTeacherChelsea.com, and I am coming at you with a brand new video. For those who don't know, my channel is all about living a goal-getting lifestyle. Today's video is all about the new pay structure that's going to be rolling out for all current VIPKid teachers. You heard me right. Current VIPKid teachers. If you're interested in learning about all the nitty-gritty details about the current 2020 pay schedule, keep on watching.
Hey, Teacher Chelsea.
Okay, so let's dive right in. I'm going to answer the questions I think that will provide the most information to you. And if I leave anything out, or if you think of something that I didn't cover, please just leave the question down in the comments, and I will be happy to research and find out if I don't already know. So the first question that I'm going to answer is, what is the new pay schedule? And this new pay schedule has been rolled out since December 2019 for all new teachers and will start applying to some current teachers. And I'll answer who it's going to apply to first in just a moment. The current schedule has the payout on a tier level. So based on the lifetime number of classes taught, you are put into different tiers. In addition, you're also provided a bonus based on how many classes you teach in a given month. And so you might ask, does the participation and the finished class bonus go away? Yes, it will go away with this new pay schedule. So based on your finished class count, that will determine what tier you fall in. It goes from tier 1 to tier 10. And if I'm savvy enough, I'll put something on the screen to show you the different tiers. In addition, it will increase based on how many classes you teach in a month. The idea is the more classes you teach over the course of your lifetime as a VIPKid teacher and over the course of the month, the more money you'll earn. Now, who is this going to affect? This is going to affect any teacher, any current teacher that isn't already new, that didn't already sign brand new in 2020. This is going to affect any current teacher that re-signs a new contract starting August 1st and beyond. So if you renewed your contract in May or in April, you do not have to worry about this until your contract is up. If, let's say, you have a contract that's going to be rolling out in June, you're going to be signing a June contract, you do not have to worry about this until that 6-month contract is up. This is only going to apply to teachers whose contract dates renew on August 1st, 2020 and beyond. So depending on where you are in your contract, you might have a few more months before this takes an effect for you, or even a full 6 months if you are renewing in July, let's say. You're going to have the longest period before you're rolled over into this new pay structure. A question that was asked are, do supplementary classes count towards your as scheduled or as finished classes and your lifetime count? Yes, they do. And remember, this is your finished classes, not just finished as scheduled. So it'll be important to know your count. It'll be very important to know because currently your full count is not displayed on the VIPKid portal. Right now, the only thing that's displayed is your as finished. So if you have student no-shows or things like that, those aren't included in your lifetime count. So it'll be important, if you are going to be affected, to contact VIPKid and put a support ticket in to find out what your lifetime finished classes are so you know what tier you're going to fall into. As of right now, there's no way to know your total finished classes that aren't with as scheduled supplementary, trials, and Starlight. Those are the only 4 things that show up in on our stats page. Will this new pay structure affect our base rate bonuses? Yes, we will no longer be earning base rate increases per contract renewals with this new structure, because you are going to be moving in tiers as you teach lifetime, and with those tiers you make more per month than teachers who are, let's say, in a tier 1 and you're in a tier 7 or 8. So we will not be receiving any more base rate increases. unless you're eligible for a base rate increase, and your contract will be renewed before August. So if you have a contract that is up for renewal between now and July 31st and you're eligible for an increase, you will still get that increase for your base rate. After that, they will be gone. I'm going to do my best to try and explain this new pay structure. It is quite simple, but it can seem complicated and a little overwhelming. So as it pertains to tier 1, I'm gonna try my hardest to get an image here on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about as I talk about it. Currently, tier 1, let's just start off with tier 1. The first 20 classes for tier 1, you earn 80 cents. The second set of 20 classes, you earn $1.20 in bonuses. Then it goes up to $1.60 in bonuses for the third set of 20, and then $1.70 for the fourth set of bonuses. For the fifth set of bonuses, it's $1.90, and then it goes up to $2 and then $2.10 as you increase in the sets of classes. Now, it is important to know that these are not cumulative. So if you say teach 95 classes, you will not be receiving $1.90 for all those classes. What's going to happen is you will receive 80 cents for classes 1 through 20, that 80 cent bonus, I believe that calculates to 16 bucks. Then you'll receive your bonus for the second set of 20 at $1.20. Then for the third set of classes, you'll receive your bonus for at $1.60. And then to reach that 95, you'll have a fourth set of classes. So you'll receive $1.70 for that fourth set of 20. And then when we hit that fifth set of 20, let's say into that 95, you'll receive 5 classes at $1.90 bonus. Okay, so they're rewarding you they're really wanting to have teachers teach more classes. And as you climb in tiers, you will earn more per class starting at your third set. So as you teach more classes lifetime, you will grow in tiers, move up in tiers, and you will start earning more per class as a bonus once you hit the third set of classes, and that's between the 41st and 60th class per month. And that does not change until you're in a tier 6. So that's how that's going to work. So each month, everyone, regardless of your tier, will earn $16 bonus for teaching 20 classes on top of your base rate. Then everyone, regardless of your tier, will hit $1.20 for your next 20 classes, so $24 for a bonus plus your base rate for those classes. It won't be until the third set of classes, the 41st through 60th class, where you will see an increase for those that are in tier 7 and above. And then it subsequently gets larger as you teach more sets of 20 per month. So the biggest spike you'll see is when you start teaching 91 classes or more. That is when you really start seeing more per class in terms of a bonus. And I'm going to look at my chart here. So when we hit the 91st to 130th class and you are in a tier 5 and above, that's when you really start seeing an increase in those bonuses. It goes from tier 5, your merge would be a 40-cent increase to 50 to 60 cents more per class. So it goes from $1.90 to $2.50 bonus per class, which will make up for some of the lower rates that you received in the first few sets that you are getting paid for. Classes 1 through 60. So I think there is a way that this can really work for teachers, and you can really monopolize your ability to maximize your earnings. The best way to do this is really to calculate how many classes you can truly teach per month and where you fall into the tiers. Really maximize that. I wouldn't stress over, if you teach those students and you just teach to teach, that's fantastic. But if you're trying to get more bang for your buck, really study the pay schedule, which is on the VIPKid portal, and see where you fall into. Try and get into that sweet spot and teach as many classes as you can in that sweet spot that will even out the lower paying bonuses from the earlier sets of classes. There's definitely a way to make this work for you. You just have to kind of give it a little time, look at where you fall into, and figure out, you know, what works best for you. There are many benefits for this new pay schedule. The benefits include not having to worry about parent feedback. That will no longer be a factor in receiving an increase in pay. In addition, you don't have to worry about 5 Apple reviews in order to receive an increase or qualify for an increase at contract renewal. Also, you won't have to worry about your canceled classes being negative points for you in terms of your review at contract. The cancellation policy is still in place. You still have your 6 free sick days, if you will, right? That's still all in place. And that will affect your contract renewing. So don't think you can just cancel a whole bunch of classes. I don't want anyone thinking that they can go out and just cancel a whole bunch of classes and now it won't affect them. It will still affect you. It will also affect your completion rate that the parents see. And the parents still want to see teachers showing up, teaching classes, and things of that nature. So it's a benefit in the sense that it won't affect our pay raise, but it still will affect the way we get bookings, how parents perceive us, and the overall ability to have our contract renewed. Like I mentioned earlier, if you are going to be affected by this, meaning your contract is due August 1st or after, start preparing for that and contact VIPKid and get your lifetime finished class number. You want to know that number so you know what tier you'll fall into. And then maybe consider tracking your numbers moving forward, or check with them every month so you know how far you've tiered. You know, let's say you've moved into the next tier. The tiers will be calculated on the 4th of every month, and that is how they'll determine what tier you'll fall into for the next month. Go ahead and take a look at your stats page. Find out what is currently shown. No matter what, you'll likely be more than that once you get an answer from VIPKid, and see what tier you fall into at the present time. Depending on VIPKid's answer to you, you might pop into a bigger tier, but at least you're prepared for the lesser, right? I'd be rather prepared for the lesser. And you can start adding up based on what you normally teach a month and see where that's going to put you in terms of your earnings per month. Again, if your contract's not due for a few months, I wouldn't worry too much about it. If your contract's due August 1 and beyond, I would give it some serious looking into to see if VIPKid is still a viable option for you, or to see if it affects you at all. It might not affect you. It might affect you a little bit, and one class might make up for that effect. It all just depends on how you look at it. Change can be really hard. Change is very difficult, and we are going through a significant amount of change in the world right now. So just take a deep breath. I understand that this can be a little overwhelming and a little hard to digest for some. Some will notice that your pay won't be quite the same, and some will see that their pay is actually going to increase. So take a deep breath, evaluate where you're going to be, decide if that's the right place you want to be in terms of what you want to make for your, whether this be your full-time job or part-time job. Remember that there's always change. And remember, you're working from home, from the comfort of your own home, commuting to 20 feet in any direction, 30 feet in any direction from one place, usually your bedroom or your living room, to your quote-unquote office/classroom to teach students. And I think even if you are going to see a slight reduction in pay, you do have the power to teach a couple more classes if you can, if you have that ability to compensate for that. And If you don't feel like it's the right fit anymore or that you've outgrown VIPKid, there's always other resources and platforms that are hungry for new teachers. All businesses have to ebb and flow with the times, and in order to maintain the insanely amount of teachers they have on their platform, I kind of expected this change to roll out for current teachers when they rolled it out for new teachers. And be very careful. As far as I know right now, we are still being charged the same amount for cancellations and things of that nature. And so if you're not pulling in that per class, then it's going to actually hit you a little harder in terms of your pay. So just start doing your homework. I will do my best, like I said, to have everything on the screen to break things down. And if I can, put an example of what it looks like in terms of a breakdown of a tier. I will put that right here, and you can pause it to check that out so you can see what the pay is going to look like and then compare it to what you're making now. As of right now, there is no word on our base rates being decreased. As far as I can see, and based on the research I've done, our base rates will stay the same. They will just be frozen in time. So if you are eligible to receive an increase, you will between now and July 31st, and that's it. It'll be done and over. All base rate increases will be finito, and then we'll move on August 1st, and people will slowly be rolled over to this new pay schedule. So I hope that was informative. I hope I answered your questions. If I didn't, make sure to leave a comment down in the comments box. So if you want to get more information, or you have some questions that you're not comfortable posting publicly, or you wanted to connect with a teacher one-on-one, whether it be about classroom design, your background, prop organization, more details about what's going on with this pay schedule, reward systems, anything of that nature, I offer one-on-one consultations. I work directly with VIPKid as a VIPKid mentor classroom design consultant. I had a blast. It was so much fun, and it was so successful, and I felt so, it was so rewarding to connect with so many teachers one-on-one and face-to-face during all of this that I decided to add it to my services. So if you want to book a consultation, I'd be happy to meet with you, and we can chit-chat on what you want to talk about or what you need help with. I hope you got all the information you needed, and if you didn't, let me know. Visit my website for free resources. You can find me on all of the different socials at Hey Teacher Chelsea. Thank you so much for watching, and as I say in each of my classes, see you next time. Bye, friends. So much for watching, and thank you so much for watching, and as I say in